So Lyn, you're a hack from way back. You know the chat's going to start well.
I knew that was going to... Yes, Mike.
So a trendy word at the moment is hacking. Everyone wants to hack things, and I guess especially in the techie world or the wellness world, it's everyone's looking for the best hack.
Hacks.
And
Yes.
that spawns the term, especially in the wellness world, around biohacking. So I thought I'd pick your brains on biohacking because we hear it a lot and we get questioned a lot on what is biohacking. Is it good for you? Is it healthy? How far does biohacking go? So I thought we'd put some of the myths to rest.
Debunk a few myths.
Pull back the curtain on biohacking. So firstly, do you know anything about biohacking?
Oh, I do indeed.
Oh, good.
I do it every day.
Oh, good. Good, eh?
So do you.
Oh, good. And yes, consciously, I'm a biohacker from way back as well.
Yeah, that's it. You're a biohacker extraordinaire.
All right, so tell us about the term biohacking. What does it cover? How did it come to fruition?
It's an interesting term. I think if you think about the term hacking, and let's just take it in a completely different context. When a lot of people think about hacking, they think about computers. So if I say to you, Mike, has your computer ever been hacked? What does that mean to you?
It means that someone who is not authorised accesses my computer and steals all my confidential information.
So it's got this interesting sort of connotation, which is somebody
has breached,
or somebody from let's take it differently.
The outside, yeah.
Somebody from the outside has got into your vault, your little safe space. If you think about your computer, you've got this little safe space. Somebody's come in from the outside and they've got into it. And they've altered it in some way, right? Because they might have put a Trojan horse in there. They might have infected your computer with a virus. They might have extracted some information.
Yes.
So when most people think about hacking, they think about cyber hacking, right? IT and
yes.
Computers. And it conjures up some pretty nasty images. Somebody sat there, remotely diving in and stealing our bank details and getting access to our money and that sort of thing.
Yes, absolutely.
Now, biohacking is a bit different. The term hacking still essentially is the same because we're talking about using tools and techniques to hack our bodies, right? But the difference here is it's more like an art. It's an art form. And probably cyber criminals would say theirs is an art form as well.
Yes, I'm sure they will.
But it is an art, it's a bit of a science, and it's all about changing the environment, right? So change the environment around you and inside you to get the best out of your body. So if we say biohacking, change what's around you, change what's going on inside you to get the best. Now, the best could mean longevity.
Yes.
So we see a lot of longevity hacks.
Yes,
because people want to live a longer life.
Because I'm soon to see.
Because you want to live a longer life? That's it.
Yes.
I kind of figured that. So you might want to live a longer life, so you need some longevity hacks.
Good.
You might want to live a healthier life.
Okay.
So there you've got some health hacks. You might want to be more energetic. You might want more energy, so you've got some energy hacks. You might want to sleep better, so you've got sleep hacks. You might want to lose weight, so you've got some diet hacks. So that term hacks gets put together with anything when we're talking about, in our world, performance.
Yes.
So lose weight, get more energy, sleep better, do better at work, live longer, live healthier, anything like that. Okay. So it's all around what can we do to our bodies, in our environment, or inside our bodies to get those benefits that we desire.
All right, so my concern with the biohacking is there seems to be a lot of wackos and Fruit Loops and psychos, and I use that term very broadly. There seems to be a lot of people who...
With love and care. With love and care, you
with
said
gentle love and care as I do everything in life,
yeah.
There seems to be a lot of people who have ideas on biohacking and constantly post, if you drink the middle third of your urine. Which is one we spoke about.
Shivambu.
Yeah, Shivambu. What's it called?
Shivambu.
Shivambu, which is
the practice of Shivambu is drinking one's own urine.
But it's the middle third, and I always find it difficult because I line up 3 glasses, but it's getting the middle glass. It's just, I find it tricky. I always have. But I guess it's those people who give biohacks, and I'm presuming there isn't the Institute of Biohackers, they have to be accredited to give a biohack. So it seems to attract a lot of wackos, a lot of left-brain people who have this idea that this is a biohack to improve longevity, wellness, energy.
Well,
Possibly
I know. Let me stop you there. Because I know you're off on your track of wackos and psychos. Leave the wackos.
This is all your friends I'm talking about. I'm just generalising.
No. Peel back.
I apologise to all the
layers
wackos and psychos out there.
That's it. Peel back the layers for a second. If we talk first about some very simple biohacks,
yes,
we can see that this is not about the wacky suggestions. If I choose to live a keto lifestyle,
yes,
that's a biohack.
Good, that's a great biohack.
Right? Because what I'm doing is I'm changing the way that I eat and I'm changing the way that I live so that I do some intermittent fasting, some timed eating, I eat a high-fat diet, I limit my carbs. So what I'm doing is I am hacking my body using the food that I put into it. Because using that high-fat diet combined with the fasting, I'm forcing my body to create ketones. So my liver is going to produce ketones and I'm going to run my body on ketones. Now, most of us, or not you and I, but most people will eat carbohydrates and run on glucose. So anybody who's got the typical American or Australian or British diet, take one of those people running today on breads, pastas, pizzas, grains, eating carbohydrate, burning glucose for energy, the first biohack I'd be recommending to them would be move to a ketogenic lifestyle. That biohack will get them 80% of anywhere they want to go, in my opinion. Right, so the term biohack refers to anything we do where we make a change in our diet, our habits, our lifestyle, or our environment. So think about the three big simple ones first. Ketogenic diet is going to get you running on really clean, beautiful whole foods that would, basically the body was designed for.
So it's not really a biohack, is it? Because
yes, absolutely, it's a biohack because right now most people are not doing that.
But naturally, our bodies are designed to
naturally
be ketogenic.
But they're not.
So we're not biohacking. We're just going back to where we should be.
It's absolutely a biohack.
Okay.
Because if you're not doing it, you're biohacking your body by changing your diet.
I would say the carbohydrate people, the carbohydrate army, were doing the wrong thing, whereas ours wasn't a biohack, it was just Mother Nature.
But it's not you and me. We're talking about the general population. Right. And the reason it's important is because what I'm saying is that 80% of the benefit is going to come from that really simple biohack.
Good. All right. So there is some well-established, well-documented, solid biohacks like the ketogenic lifestyle.
And the three are...
Yes.
Start off by eating the ketogenic diet.
Good. Tick.
Yep. Second one, move your body. If you're sedentary, one of the best biohacks you can do is start to move.
Good. So that is a biohack.
That's a biohack.
Excellent.
Because if I'm not moving and I start moving, I've hacked my body. I've changed my body.
Yes. And so it's changed the environment outside or in, isn't it?
Yeah, it's both.
Good. Excellent.
And then the third one is sleep better. So if you're not doing everything you can for your sleep, some really simple biohacks are the ones that we always talk about, and you've heard me say it time and time again, is get the environment dark, get the environment quiet. Yes. Do those things to relax and calm down before bed, get rid of the blue lights, all of those sleep hygiene. So there we've changed our environment to get better sleep. Those are biohacks.
Okay.
So see how simple those three big areas are. Diet, movement, sleep. Diet, movement, sleep. Really simple, three big biohacks. What that's going to do, if you don't do those three things already, you're going to get a massive benefit. You'll get weight loss, energy increase, less fatigue, you'll have clarity of mind, you'll feel amazing, you'll recover better. So you're going to get this huge benefit from three simple but radical biohacks.
So in essence, those three would probably, if we're looking at performance, they would attribute to maybe 80 or 90%, maybe 95% of the body's performance, and the other little biohacks, little tweaks.
Now that's when we talk about your wackos and psychos.
Okay, so I'm glad we're still around. So
I haven't forgotten them.
So those major pillars that you've just explained, still biohacks, but if you get those right, if you get those biohacks right, that's probably 90-95% of your performance in a nutshell.
Yep.
And then you've got another 5 or 10% where you're just tweaking with other little biohacks.
Exactly.
And that's where the urine lives.
That's where so let's talk about some of those. So
Yes.
look at some of the things you can do. And there are thousands
Yes.
of things out there. So now we're starting to talk about maybe infrared saunas.
Right.
Some people are using different spectrum light bulbs during the day. So maybe red in the morning or blue in the morning, red later in the day. They're using different spectrum of light to hack the circadian rhythms.
Right.
People are using things like acupressure mats, so, lying on a Shakti mat,
Yes.
Not to mention a brand, but I'm mentioning a brand, lying on one of those acupressure mats to relax the muscles in the back.
Yep.
And get relief from, various syndromes. We're talking about some of the supplements. So there are some really interesting nootropic supplements. That's NOO, nootropics. So nootropic supplements are those often herbs that we take that are extreme stimulants or cause certain reactions in the brain. They change the brain chemistry. So they can cause you to be much more alert, or they can, send you to sleep. So there's a lot of supplements, especially around the brain right now and around sleep. And there are lots and lots of different sleep hacks that you can do, different masks, headbands that you can put on, bioresonance therapy, different types of meditation. And some of them, they do range from, reasonably normal to some very extreme and very strange. So,
Yes.
if you can conjure up a picture of a guy sitting at his computer and he's got a light therapy device around him, so he's got a certain colour, it might be red, he's got red light bulbs around him. He's wearing a very strange, almost like a virtual reality headset. He's got some headphones on, so he can do some noise cancelling, and he can also play some binaural sounds, so he's playing different sounds into each ear. Those sounds are at a certain frequency that his brain will respond to, that will allow him to focus better.
Yes.
So he's got all that going on, and all of a sudden you've got this picture of the man from the future who is biohacking his system. And there's no doubt that all those biohacks have been shown in studies to work.
Yes.
But they're only giving you that marginal benefit.
Yeah. So if that same man sitting at the desk is overweight, deconditioned, has a crappy diet, doesn't sleep very well, all those other little gadgets and tools and biohacks are going to have very little impact on his overall wellness.
Exactly right.
So it's back to getting the basics first.
Get the basics. And it's the message that, we tell people, the message we tell people time and time again, which is that start off with those basics, get the building blocks right. This is the long game. So there isn't a quick fix. It's not a quick pill. So all of those technologies and devices, they sound super cool and lots of fun.
Yes.
You probably spend a huge amount of money on them. And, at the end of the day, they're not a super pill. They're not going to fix everything. They're not going to get you living to 180. If, as you said, you're eating junk food, you're sedentary, you're sitting at your desk 18 hours a day, you're sleeping like shit because you've got a dreadful sleep environment,
Yes.
And you're not doing anything for your body.
And they're also not going to replace those. So there is some biohackers out there who would suggest that their biohack could replace the benefits of a keto diet, or the benefits of effective sleep, or the benefits of movement. So they're never going to replace the benefits of getting back to the basics, but they are going to tweak a little bit if you've got those 3 pillars where you need to be. So if then I wanted to do it, if I've got my pillars sorted out.
Yeah, sorry, can I just dive in for a second?
Sure.
Let's just talk about why is it that we've got all these biohacks. So first of all,
People are lazy.
Well, no, I disagree. I think it's because there are some really, really clever people out there.
They're clever, lazy people.
No, I think there are some really clever people out there in the biohacking world who are coming up with amazing technologies and devices.
The clever, lazy wackos.
But they're not lazy. For sure they're not lazy. I can point you at a few of them.
All right, okay, all right.
Because they're always looking for that little bit extra.
They are.
Push the boundary.
Yes.
I've already got this. You and I have amazing health. We feel amazing. We're always looking to push the boundary. Can I get a bit more? Can I get a bit better? And that's what they're looking to do. That has then become an industry. It's the same as big food. It's the same as big pharma. Big companies jump on these technologies and they say, oh, right, the lazy people would like that.
Yes.
Right? It's an easy solution. So it goes from being something that a clever person came up with to push the boundary and get that extra 0.1% of benefit, and it gets mass marketed, and all the lazy people jump on the bandwagon and say, look, great, I'll have one of those, I'll buy that gadget and it will give me an instant result and I won't have to do the difficult keto lifestyle, I won't have to worry about my sleep,
Yes.
and I won't have to go and exercise at the gym,
Yes.
so great. And then we have this enormous industry pushing all of these supplements and devices at us, which we actually don't need, because again, back to your point, get the basics, get the 3 basics right. You don't need the devices. You know, they're expensive, great if you're already at the boundary and you just need that little bit more, but for 99.99% of people, completely irrelevant and just not useful.
Cool. Good chat. Off for a middle wee. Just a little afternoon aperitif.
Enjoy that. Enjoy your Shivambu.